Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 5 of the DNSI podcast. Two amazing guests, experts of Summer Institute, if you would say. I wouldn't, but you might. And we're very glad to have both of them on board. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves, starting with Chad.
Hello, I am Chad Lehman, and I'm an elementary library media specialist in the Milwaukee area.
All right. Shelby, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Shelby Bailey, and I am a third grade teacher as well as a fifth grade teacher coming up this year. And this will be my fourth Summer Institute, and I'm very blessed and grateful to have had these experiences.
All right. Number 4 for Shelby. Chad, how many for you?
I think this will be 5. 4 or 5? 5. I think this is 5.
All right, so we definitely have some experts. What's someone coming new into Summer Institute? What's something that they can expect that's maybe out of the ordinary that doesn't happen at most conferences? Shelby, what's something you know?
I think the thing that caught me off guard my first Summer Institute was the amount of bonding experiences. Like, it wasn't just sit down and get some PD and go home. Like, you really get to know people and you form relationships, and it's almost as much about, building relationships as it is about professional development.
Yeah, that's actually what I was going to say. Is you end up leaving knowing people a lot better than you thought you were going to. You think, oh, I'm going to go there with a bunch of people, but because you're with people, in a lot of cases, probably like 20 hours a day. You end up becoming pretty good friends with people, and that's what's really neat about it.
All right, and how do those relationships continue throughout the year? Like, what can a new person expect? After Summer Institute's over, can they expect people just to go their separate ways and just be like, yeah, done?
I think there are people who are probably like that, but I think in general, I think the conversations and for some people it's text messages throughout the day, throughout the week, and I think other people it's just, some emails here and there, some phone calls. I don't know. I think it depends on the people, but there's definitely connections that continue, and I think what's kind of neat about it is you start seeing people whose classes then start connecting. So it's not just that the teachers do it, but then they'll do mystery Skypes and a number of different things, for their classrooms.
All right, for sure. Shelby, can you talk a little bit about the sessions themselves? What can a new attendee or someone who maybe hasn't been in a while, what can they expect from these sessions that happened on Tuesday and Wednesday?
Well, I think the big takeaway for me was that I always learned something new. I'm kind of the big fish in the little pond in my district, so I always feel like I know some, but I know I don't know everything about ed tech, and every year there's just so much that I take back and so much that I learn, and just there's always something new, and I learned so much. There's just so much I learned.
All right, Chad, what is the thing you're looking forward to most for this Summer Institute? And then Shelby ask you the same question.
Okay.
Well, I think first and foremost is just seeing people I haven't seen since last summer. But depending on a number of different things, if there's probably going to be some new topics and some new sessions or things that are going to be a little bit deeper. This past year, I did a lot of stuff with green screen with a lot of my students, and I want to maybe figure out some more ways to kind of take that a little bit deeper. We got a whole bunch of Spiros and Ollies at the end of the year, so I want to figure out some ways that can try to use those with the curriculum a little bit more, rather than just clear all the tables out of the library and say, here, play around. I want to try to figure out ways to link that with what's going on in the classroom a little bit more.
I think that I'm definitely looking forward to seeing all of my Den friends, but making new ones also, because I love that there's always so many newbies and people that haven't been, so I get to meet new people and form relationships with them. And I really love the Maker Faire. I love how creative this group can be, and the ideas that you can take back to your own school and things that you can make and your kids can make.
What about you, Brandon? What's something you're looking forward to this year?
Ooh, I don't know. Definitely connecting. As you guys were talking about, seeing people you haven't seen in a while. I feel that like the Den is always a kind of a step ahead of the curve with education technology. The escape rooms, the breakout rooms. The first time I'd seen it was at Summer Institute, and then now that's like all I hear about now. So kind of like to see just what the next thing's going to be. Like what is someone from the community going to bring that everyone else like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. This is the next new thing. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to. Chad, I know you're into crafting and making stuff. Are you excited for the Denovator Fair, Chad?
I will be someone who's walking around checking out all the skills of everybody else.
All right, Shelby, are you planning to lead a session at the Maker Space?
Definitely. I love being crafty, and I really like upcycling stuff. So kind of a theme that's been with me is what I can do with all the T-shirts that I have. So I have a new plan, a new craft to do with old T-shirts, but I can't give away all my secrets. You'll just have to wait till the Denovator Fair.
Oh, I will definitely. I got like 1,000 T-shirts that I don't need anymore. So Shelby, I'll definitely come and check yours out.
Great.
My son's at Cub Scout camp this week, and some of the stuff I'm like, oh, I could totally do this at the Denovator Fair. Like, make it look like I'm super crafty. So we'll see. But I also like walking around and talking with people and seeing everything out there. So, Shelby, what's something you're looking forward to, like at Summer Institute, but not like at Summer Institute, like maybe something in the Chicago area, or something you have heard but want to try, or something like that?
I'm dying to know what our outing is going to be, because I've been to Chicago a few times since it's pretty close to St. Louis, and I absolutely love Chicago. It's a blast. I love being there. So I'm very curious to know what our big Monday outing is going to be.
All right, Chad, you're a trainer. What's something you're looking forward to outside of the actual camp time?
I like Chicago as well, and I'm gonna be curious to see what we do. Like maybe Saturday evening when we don't, or Sunday afternoon when we don't have any scheduled activities, to see what some people do, and maybe do some exploring of the city. And I'm curious to just kind of walk around the campus at Loyola and just see what that's like. Hopefully it's not raining.
I hope it's not too hot. I don't know. I'll handle it. I'll put on my big girl pants, but the heat gets to me.
Do you have the expected forecast yet?
I'm working on it. So, one step at a time.
All right, guys, we've covered. You guys are excellent. I told you, these are the experts. They know what they're talking about. They know what to share. If I'm a first-time attendee, what's something that I need to bring with me?
An open mind. Yeah, an open mind. Because my first year, I was so overwhelmed with all these amazing people and all these amazing sessions, and there was so much wonderful ness going around me. And I think if I was to give a first timer any advice, would be just don't be afraid and just stick your neck out there, and go sit with the group in the lobby, and go join somebody at lunch, and just because this group is so welcoming and so open, and nobody's going to be be unkind to you or anything, but it's just, I was just so shy my first year. Nobody hardly remembers that I was there. So.
And I think the thing that I would add is, don't think that you don't have ideas to share, because even though a lot of the people who are there are going to be people who are presenting at sessions and stuff. I mean, everyone's still looking for ideas, and whether you're someone who's been there, 10 times, or you're going for the first time, you're going to have ideas that other people are going to want to hear. So feel free to step up and offer some things. I mean, when I did a session last year, and kind of turned into a different sharing session at the end, and I got some great ideas out of it. So just make yourself heard, I guess. It will be overwhelming, so I know the first day or two you're going to just kind of be sitting back, but when you're on the outing, that's a great opportunity to just strike up some conversations with people. It's a good icebreaker, I guess, because you're in a relaxed environment for pretty much the whole day. So try to connect with some people right away.
Yeah, I remember on the outing in Vermont, I connected with Patty Haryu, and we talked about Kid Blog, and that was just an outing, so it wasn't a formal session.
Right.
Chad, I had a spinach and Parmesan bagel this morning for breakfast. What's your take on that?
Sounds disgusting.
It was really good.
I had a chocolate chip muffin and a big glass of milk. It's good.
Perfect, Chad. All right, guys, that's about, like I said, we've covered everything. Anything else you want to add, or one last piece of advice for...
Brandon, why are you in your car?
I'm in my car for a few reasons here, Chad. First off, I'm not driving. I got my hair cut, had to go to the store, so I'm sitting outside of a Rouse on that side, Taco Bell on this side. I'm stealing their Wi-Fi so I can be on this call. So that's why I'm in my car right now.
Resources, man, resources.
I'm making do of what I had. So there you go. Yeah, guys, anything else you want to leave the viewers with before we head out?
I don't know. I'm so excited. Even though I've been, it's been just thrilling every year, and I just, again, I'm so blessed, and I cannot wait to go. Cannot wait. We'll be down to 20-something days.
Seeing all the stuff of people who are heading to ISTE this weekend, and I'm not going, so I'm I can't wait for that Summer Institute stuff to come around.
I leave for ISTE tomorrow.
Have fun.
Road tripping.
One last thing, Shelby, if you could describe Summer Institute in one word, what would it be?
Life-changing? Is that hyphenated?
Who knows how words are made? Chad, if you had 4 words to describe Summer Institute.
Wow.
I think it's 4.
It will be tiring.
Good. That's good. Shelby, do you want 4 words?
I would like a 6-word story, please.
Give me a 6-word story, Shelby.
Okay. The Summer Institute changed my teaching.
There you go.
Good. All right. Well, unless you guys have any other amazing piece of information to share, we're going to wrap this up. So thank you both for being here. I'm sure someone learned something at some point during this, so thank you again. And for those of you watching, we cannot wait to see you in Chicago. It'll be a great time. Head on over to densummerinstitute.com for all your resources, and be sure to be active in that Edmodo group. Oh, real quick, Chad. No, I know your costume won't be good. Shelby, do you want to share anything about your Joy costume, or is that kind of a hidden surprise?
I'm not going to give too much away. I think that's a pretty tough subject. I love joy. I live for joy.
I agree.
Absolutely. I choose joy every day. That's my mantra. But I think making a costume into it has been very challenging, and I accepted the challenge, and I think mine will be unique.
All right. That's all I can ask for. All right. I know you're not going to answer that, Chad.
I have no idea what I'm going to do. I may have to have some people come up with something just like they did last year.
Yeah, what was the inspiration for your costume last year?
You'd have to ask Allison and Sonia.
Because I know, an hour before you asked me for a shirt, so...
Because they told me I needed to get a shirt.
I know it was well thought out, so...
They said they had it all taken care of. I'm like, all right.
Perfect. All right. Thank you guys for being here, and we will see everybody in Chicago. Have a
Okay.
good day.
Thanks.